What would happen if the other upper moons were sent to a battle on the infamous Mugen Train? How would the story play out? Well, let's take a look on how Rengoku faces off against these powerful demons, starting off with Daki and Gyutaro. So, can Rengoku defeat the deadly duo? Well, before we answer that, let's go back to the beginning. In the original series, Tanjiro, Nezuko, Zenitsu, and Inosuke boarded a train to help the flame Hashira, Kyojuro Rengoku. They got trapped in dreams weaved by 𝗪𝗼, the lower moon one, who wants to destroy their spirits. Tanjiro realizes he's dreaming, wakes up, and frees the others. They then fight 𝗪𝗼, who fuses with the train. As Tanjiro and Inosuke finds 𝗪𝗼's neck, Tanjiro severs it, killing 𝗪𝗼 and stopping the train. So let's get back to the question, can Rengoku take down Daki and Gyutaro? As the dust settles, Kyojuro and Tanjiro notice a surprise entrance behind them. Tanjiro's horror grows as he reads a kanji in the figure's eyes, upper rank 6. But keep in mind that Daki's cruel nature causes her to relentlessly attack both Tanjiro and Rengoku. Lucky for Rengoku, he's got some lightning fast reflexes, so he can defend himself from her relentless attacks. When he spots an opening, he can strike back with this crazy powerful flame breathing technique, especially the second form, Rising Scorching Sun. He can slice Daki, but she can regenerate like it's nothing. The battle keeps going, with Rengoku and Daki exchanging blows left and right, but thanks to his incredible speed, Rengoku manages to get the upper hand. He hits Daki with flame breathing, third form, Blazing Universe, and things might be looking good. But are we forgetting something? Well, that is until Gyutaro pops out from Daki's body and catches Rengoku off guard. This guy has one of the deadliest blood demon arts and manages to poison Rengoku. So what really is Gyutaro's blood demon art? You see, this guy had an incredible ability to manipulate his own blood in all sorts of ways. He could conjure up blood from his flesh, or even ooze it out from open wounds on his body. Now, here's the craziest part. The poison in Gyutaro's blood slashes was ridiculously lethal. Inosuke noted that a single scratch from them would be enough to kill him, and he's resistant to most poisons. Rengoku isn't backing down though. He dodges their attacks and tries to counter with his flame breathing technique, the flame breathing historic art. He strengthens himself up and unleashes his ninth form, Rengoku, charging forward with a fiery dragon attack. But will this be enough? Well, Gyutaro's sickles with the random pattern somehow pierce Rengoku's heart, and at the same time, Daki's sashes strike him too. It's brutal, and unfortunately, Rengoku doesn't make it out alive. I guess if Rengoku were to really face them, at least he wouldn't be part of the Donut Squad anymore. How will Rengoku's death affect the story this time? Well, sorry to say, but it won't. The story will go the same way, except the fact that Tanjiro will want to get revenge on his siblings instead of Akaza, which is pretty much the same aftermath for the other upper moons. Moving on to Gyoko, the creepy artist. So is it possible for Rengoku to defeat the upper moon 5? Well, following 𝗪𝗼's death, Gyoko, the upper rank 5, makes his entrance. Based on his personality, he'll most likely waste no time and offer Rengoku a twisted deal before killing him, wanting to show off his sick creations, but Rengoku isn't about to play along. He'll boldly lunge at Gyoko, swinging his blade directly at the demon's neck. However, Gyoko manages to dodge the attack and retreats back into his vase, just like how fast he went in the Swordsmith village arc. But is Gyoko just good for running? Well, not quite, as he pulls another vase and summons 2 demon goldfish. Yes, demon goldfish. Gyoko then unleashes his deadly blood demon art, 1,000 Needle Fish Kill. These fish spit out a barrage of poison needles, but Rengoku skillfully evades every single one of them. Once more, Rengoku charges at Gyoko, using his flame breathing technique, specifically for the Blazing Universe form. But why this form? Remember that epic moment in the movie where he unleashed it on Akaza? The technique packs a punch and can dish out serious damage to demons, so it's a perfect choice for Rengoku to use it against Gyoko. However, Gyoko counters with his blood demon art, the water prison pot, trapping Rengoku in a massive pot of water just like what he did to 𝗪𝗁. Luckily, Tanjiro arrives just in time to save the day. He tries to stab the pot, but will this work? Well, not so much, so Tanjiro blows air bubbles into it instead, allowing Rengoku to breathe and break free using his 4th form. This makes Gyoko shocked but dismisses it. Calming Rengoku's concentration was the key. Now, fueled by determination, Rengoku charges at Gyoko. Will this be the end? Well, Gyoko will manage to summon his octopus vase hell, trapping Rengoku with powerful tentacles. Although Rengoku tries to cut through them, it won't be that easy. With Rengoku being as bold as he is, he'll most likely launch a direct attack, but Gyoko has no time for games. Infuriated, Gyoko forms 10 vases and employs his blood demon art, 10,000 gliding slime fish. But how does this blood demon art function? Gyoko unleashes a massive army of slimy fishes from his pots, and we're not talking just a few here, we're talking a whopping 10,000 of these slippery critters. Their mission? Attack their unlucky target and chow down on him until all that's left are bones. But wait, there's more. These fishes aren't just hungry, they're deadly too. When you slice them up, they release a poisonous liquid that could seep right into your skin. One touch and it's over. So can Can Rengoku manage to save himself? Well, in a tragic twist, these slime fish charge at Rengoku, devouring him. It's a heartbreaking end for the Flame Hashira, unable to land a single blow on Gyoko. If Rengoku had the chance to unleash his ultimate move, things might have turned out differently. Next up, Hantengu, the demon filled with multiple faces and personalities. So the question is, how would Rengoku fare in a fight against Hantengu? Well, out of nowhere, this creepy demon named Hantengu shows up and starts crawling towards our heroes. With his eyes hidden, this'll make the demon slayers a bit confused, but they'll quickly realize he's an upper rank demon. Rengoku then jumps into action, tries to attack Hantengu with some fancy flame breathing move. So will this just be an anticlimactic fight? Unfortunately, he only manages to nick the demon before backing off. But holding on, things get wild from here. Things will take a crazy turn when Rengoku manages to cut off his head. Hantengu's blood demon art kicks in, and his head and body split into two separate clones, one representing anger and the other pleasure. Here's where the situation gets real interesting. When Rengoku cuts off the two heads of the clones, each decapitated clone splits into two more clones, one representing sorrow and the other representing joy. So now, it's Rengoku against four of these emotion-wielding demons. That's not exactly an ideal matchup, right? Going back, the angry clone wastes no time and attacks Rengoku with lightning, but he manages to dodge the strike like a pro. Then the joy clone tries a sonic shriek, but Rengoku's speed saves him once again. However, Rengoku gets caught by a winged manifestation of joy called Ugori, who takes him for a sky ride and drops him from above. Rengoku will try to counter, but it's no use. He lands back where we started. And just when you think things can't get any worse, Sakido stuns Rengoku with some lightning, leaving him vulnerable. Kataku takes advantage of this situation and kicks his leg right through Rengoku's body. It was a tough battle, and poor Rengoku was really outnumbered. In a 4 versus 1 matchup like this, even someone as strong as Rengoku couldn't come out on top. Then we have Douma, the flamboyant sadist. Will Rengoku be able to hold his ground? Well, after defeating Lower Moon 1, with a wicked grin on his face, Douma makes his grand entrance. Rengoku will waste no time in warning Tanjiro to get the heck out of there after he senses a danger that lurks within Douma. But hold on tight, because here comes a twist. Douma suddenly appears behind Rengoku, ready to strike with his deadly fan and snatch the poor guy's head clean off. But is it really that easy to kill him? Well, Rengoku's lightning fast reflexes kick into gear and he'll dodge the attack like a total pro. Not only that, he counters with this powerful flame breathing technique, landing a devastating blow to Douma's gut. Douma regenerates his body. You can see a change in his manner. That cocky smile of his fades away, replaced by a deadly seriousness. And here's where things get even more mind-boggling. Douma's speed is out of this world. He effortlessly slices through, right after blitzing past Rengoku. But did this do the job? Well, the poor Flame Hashira doesn't stand a chance against Douma's swift and ruthless assault, leading to his tragic demise. Now, you might be wondering where Rengoku's speed went. He even managed to fight on par against Akaza. Well, here's the kicker. Douma possesses inhuman movement speed and reflexes, moving so fast he appears to teleport, even faster than Akaza. And, spoiler alert, in the manga series, specifically during the Infinity Castle arc, Douma goes head-to-head with Shinobu, who's even faster than Rengoku. And guess what? Douma manages to keep up with Shinobu's lightning-fast and perceptible speed for most of the battle. This time, he didn't even need to activate his Blood Demon art. But wait, there's more! We'll move on to Kokushibo, the Upper Moon 1. Will Rengoku be able to withstand Kokushibo's strength? Unfortunately, it'll be a tough pill to swallow for Rengoku. Another spoiler alert! In the manga series, specifically during the Infinity Castle arc, it takes not just 1 or 2, but 3 Hashira and even Genya to take down Kokushibo. And to make matters worse for Genya and one of the Hashira, Muchiro Tokido, didn't make it out alive. And so, it appears that Rengoku drew the short end of the stick. But hey, don't lose hope just yet. Remember, this is an alternative storyline. Anything can happen. With that said, the question remains, will Rengoku be able to withstand Kokushibo's strength? So, here's what went down. After Tanjiro successfully beheads Enmu, things start getting intense. Rengoku senses a terrifying presence and orders Tanjiro to leave. Suddenly, Rengoku gets attacked, but is lucky enough to defend himself. However, the fight is far from over. Kokushibo shows no mercy and refuses to hold back. Rengoku, fueled with determination, unleashes the power of his flame-breathing technique, the third form, Blazing Universe. Him hoping to just even slow him down. But will this work? Well, Kokushibo proves to be a force to be reckoned with. His incredible speed surpasses that of any upper-ranked demon. With a swift and precise slash, Kokushibo inflicts a fatal blow on Rengoku, ending the battle in an instant. The matchup was clearly completely one-sided, with Rengoku unable to withstand the overwhelming power of the upper-ranked demon. And Kokushibo even has some extra time to go and massacre Tanjiro and the others. Lastly, we can't forget the big boss himself, Muzan. Considering Muzan's strength, how will Rengoku deal with him? So, naturally, the outcome outcome is pretty darn predictable. Kokushibo being Upper Moon 1 makes short work of poor Rengoku. It's a swift and effortless victory for the big bad demon. No surprises there. But could things become more interesting? Well, let's do a quick recap. Muzan is a cold-hearted, clever, ruthless, intimidating, and exceptionally intelligent character in the series. He sees no worth in any humans he has met, and even less in his own subordinates. Now, back to the story. After defeating Enmu, things will get spicy. Muzan's got his sights set on Tanjiro, and he's charging straight at him with the intention of taking him out. Well, the answer lies in an encounter they had in Asakusa. During this encounter, Muzan spots an earring worn by Tanjiro, triggering memories of a strong individual that almost killed him in the past. So, for the viewers out there, who is this person? Drop his name in the comments down below. Luckily, Rengoku senses Muzan's intense demon orange, strikes back, slicing the demon's arm with this powerful flame-breathing technique, using the second form, Rising Scorching Sun. This will most likely make Muzan even angrier, healing his wound in a blink of an eye. But here's where it gets really spicy. Muzan turns his attention to Rengoku, disappearing in a flash and delivering a devastating punch right to Rengoku's solar plexus. Poor Rengoku doesn't even have a chance to react to Muzan's lightning-fast speed. In a nutshell, it's a David versus Goliath scenario, but in this case, Goliath has an even bigger, scarier giant on his side. So unfortunately, Rengoku straight up loses. It's a heartbreaking turn of events, and if the story were to play out, Rengoku would definitely be a member of the Donut Squad once more.